Search ye far or search ye near, you'll find no trace of the three unless you follow instructions clear, for the weapons abide with me. North past forest, farm and furrow, you must go to the feathered mound. Then down away from the sun you'll burrow. Forget life, forget light, forget sound. To rescue wave you must do battle with the beast in the boiling bubble. Cross the cavern vast, where chainlings rattle, lies well past water spouts double. Black razor yet remains to be won, underneath inverted cigarette. That gonna think not that you're done for more, but now you'll find you are caught. I cannot form a owner's brave, what heroes you seek to hire. Though mighty I make each one my slave, or send him to the fire.
Greetings. This program may contain mature content. From the hilt cautions. Viewer discretion is advised. This is live content and sometimes people swear. Because we like to say shit if we want to. Thank you. Enjoy the show.
Greetings, I'm Logan, the G.I. Joe Gamer, and tonight we'll be taking a look at White Plume Mountain, the classic AD&D First Edition and module adventure. But before we do that, we're going to catch up with the chat and say hello to everybody. We got a Rudini in the house who is I was going to do a poll, but we'll talk about that in a bit, and he's voted for Beckby, which is cool. And so there is an old poll at the top of the chat if it's still there. But I had decided against that. And we got a wild tiger in the house, of course, who's asking, was that a naked girl? And in some of the old AD&D First Edition modules, some of the art had naked people. We got a Rook of all. Hello, Rook. How you doing, sister? It's nice to see you. Good to see all of you. And now I've been wondering what's going on with Thursday nights. Rook says she's doing good. That's nice to hear. Tiger's been a bit cranky, but other than that, fine. Thursday nights have become a little problematic to do live streams. I don't know why. A lot of my other friends are doing other things. Right now, I think there are like 3 live streams that some of my other friends are doing tonight. Hello, Daniel Kearney. I think there's one game and another live stream, but I have a buddy who does a regular Thursday night live stream, Shadow and Sun. They do one. It's nice to see you, Daniel. Looks like we got one day at a time. Yeah, that's right. Looks like we got Superior Cyber Godzilla in the house. How you doing, buddy? It's good to see everybody. But as far as Thursdays, I'm just going to rework our schedule a little bit for it starting in June and moving into July. But we'll still be doing Endless Quest books next month on a Thursday, and that'll probably be our last Thursday night review, at least for a while. We'll see how things go. A lot of that is going to be moved to our Saturday at noon, or kind of our Saturday matinee type thing that we've been doing. And so this might be the last AD&D review that we do, or D&D on Thursday night at least, and we'll work that into other shows, because I think I've been live streaming way too much. So we're gonna shorten that down to just our Friday show, and then we'll kick off the Spine Ticks train on Saturdays, and we'll be doing stuff on that day. But today we're going to be looking at the classic White Plume Mountain. Yeah, this is out of the Silver Anniversary, which is up there on my shelf back there, that silver box, and that came with a lot of reprinted classic modules. This is what they call the monochrome cover, and it's the original cover for White Plume Mountain, but they redid it and brought out this adventure with a brand new color cover, and I like this one a lot better. I mean, I don't dislike the first one, but this one seems to be more classic to me, and it's the one I grew up with. So I'm going to put that other one aside here. Let me see. Founder of the Feast. Yeah, I didn't know what else to put. But it is, like I said, it is definitely good to see you all here, and I'm glad you're rocking with me tonight. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. And Daniel said he's been looking forward to this. Cool. I don't know if you've ever played White Plume Mountain, but I have run this 2 or 3 times, and as you can see, I've got my, I don't know if I can do it the right way. I've got my Lenharo conversion in here. It is super easy to convert Lenharo to, or convert AD&D stuff to Lenharo, but not back the other way around, which is what we run over here on From the Hilt, is our own Lenharo game system. Let me check the description and see what all I put down in there. I just put links to friends' channels, which is kind of cool. I like to do that because I like to shout out my friends. You said you've never played it. That's okay. We're gonna break it out and talk about it. And it is a fun adventure. It really is. I never have. Okay, so let's bust this out of the package here. This is a what they call a magazine bag and board. I use them for modules and AD&D books because it keeps them really nice, just like a comic book. I'm a comic book collector too. So, hello, Sir Fluffy Dog. Hello, Ben. How you doing? And Cool Gamer, how you doing, buddy? I wondered where you were. Yeah, like I was saying, we're going to steer away from Thursday nights and move them kind of towards Fridays, and incorporate it in our Friday show and our Saturday matinee at noon Mountain Time. So let's take a look at the meat of this, and that would be the map. Now, what I should have done was I have a really good pick of the map that I put together, so I will load it up and get that in there so that we can check it out. Let me see. Well, that's no bueno. Okay, Kool-Aid has touched neither lips nor tongue of mine. All right, so let me see if I can get this map up, and that intro bit is my tribute to this module, and that's actually the lore that they have in the adventure, straight from Lawrence Schick. So that's not something I wrote. It's definitely something he did. And let me see here. Just get into the pictures and open this right up, and just put the map up in here so you guys can see a better, a nicer, cleaner version of it. I had to actually put it together from 2 pictures from my PDF. So but it looks pretty good. It doesn't exactly match up. For some reason, I couldn't get the size to match. Let's see. So Fluffy Dog Man likes the kiwi and the cherry one. I don't really like the orange one. We're still talking about Kool-Aid. What about the blue one? The Flood Fluffy, yes. Okay, so let me get this map up here for you to take a better look at. Now, this adventure, basically, the original version of it, you just start at White Plume Mountain and you go in after discovering the entrance. and going down the spiral staircase. It really leaves it well open to the dungeon master to determine exactly how their players get into it into the dungeon. And I am kind of stumbling around here, but we need to do this.
Well, hello, Bobby the Blue Chick.
Because that's how we roll around here. Hello, Bobby, how you doing? And no worries, we're just kind of barely getting into it, so you haven't missed much, except for my bit that I will go over again at the end about our schedule changing. So, and everybody saying hi to Bobby, which is really cool. Now, see this map. This has like 3 sections to the adventure. You go on the if you go by the compass over here, which for some reason my cursor's not coming up on the screen today. But if you go by the compass on the left-hand side, north is facing up like most maps. Yeah. Tiger says she thinks she remembers that river. Yep, the river's pretty cool, and we'll get into it. I'm going to go through the whole module here with you guys, but I won't spoil the ending because you really can't spoil the ending to this adventure. It can happen in a lot of different ways, and it's really cool the way they have it set up. But the whole goal of the adventure is there are 3 very powerful, intelligent weapons that have been stolen and taken to this place, White Plume Mountain, and hidden strategically about the adventure. We got Phil's Treehouse in the house. Hey, Phil, how you doing? Nice to see you. Now, as I was saying, we're saying hi, Phil. As I was saying, once you get into it, there are 3 sections. Now, the one major section in the middle is not necessarily the main section. Yeah, players can take whatever direction they want. Yeah. Hey, Bobby, it is good to see you. I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry about what happened with Monday and your Wi-Fi, but hopefully you'll be all good today. Phil saying hello to everybody. Okay, now, like I said, you have the 3 different sections of the adventure that you have to, in order to get all 3 of the devices, the weapons, you actually have to explore the entire complex in this volcano. Now, a better representation I should show you is this really cool. I know I have it, so where did it go? There, a cool representation of the exterior, and it's from the original. And let me see, we got a stupid Wi-Fi, no promises. It's been a super bad today. Yeah, Bobby, I get that. Our Wi-Fi sometimes does that too. It's weird, and we actually lost power last week for hours. So with the wind and everything, it's been a lot of wacky weather lately. Watermelon, yes. Okay, so there are 3 weapons. One is a hammer, and this is an old school first edition adventure. So what you're getting is everything is in the module and not put where a ref could find it easily. So one of the weapons is called Black Razor, and it's like a soul stealer or 9 life stealer, and it's a very dangerous broadsword. And so that's one of the ones you have to find. The other one is a warhammer named Whelm, if I remember correctly. Well, there's Whelm and Wave, and Whelm is the pretty much, if you play the module the way it is written, the last one you will find is Black Razor. But you can find the weapons, and they are scattered about the complex. And I'm not going to spoil where they are because as a game master, I actually like to move things around, which is what most game masters should do. So let me get this map off the screen here and show you this other one. This is like the exterior of White Plume Mountain. So it gives you this really intense feeling of, that this is a dangerous place. You got the Great Swamp up here, and they have those little, like, it's hard to read on this screen here, but what we got going on? I hear Tiger laughing, so really big grape. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know. Cantaloupe. Okay, so we got like on the right hand side up there, there's a little scroll. It says the hut of Thing Gizzard. Beware her potions. And Thing Gizzard is not really developed very well in this adventure. It's left up to again for the ref to do. And at the top it says beyond to the lair of Dragatha, the undead dragon where fabulous riches and hideous death awaits. And this was even before they had Dracoliches. So the undead dragon, I thought that was such a cool thing. The cursed ruins of Castle. I know it's supposed to be Mucos, but I'm gonna call it Mucus. Is what Tiger laughingly called it. Hey, we got a Gabby in the house. Hello, Gabby. How you doing? And a Berdazzle. How's it going, Berdazzle? I haven't seen you in a while. Sorry, I've been watching a lot of your videos, but I haven't really been watching a lot of people's videos lately. All right. So then over on the left of the scroll, it says the cursed ruins of Castle Mucos. Who knows what lies within? And like I said, Tiger likes to call that mucus. And then down on the bottom right, it says the twisted thickets skittering and slithers around. And then down at the bottom, it says, "Here be dead Noel's eye socket." And this is a map drawn by Errol Otis, one of the classic artists for TSR. And if I remember right, all the credits for this are like in the back. Yeah, here it is. But yeah, this module was designed and written by Lawrence Schick. And I'm pretty sure this is the only adventure he ever wrote for TSR, which is kind of sad because I think he put together a really cool adventure. And I think why he just put that he designed it and not wrote it is because it's a collaborative effort when you put together a module and you have players play it. I get a lot of ideas from my players when I write modules, and I like to run as I write so that the players can basically give me ideas for what's going to happen next. And it's a lot of fun to write a module, but it's definitely more fun to play a module. And we've got art by Dave Sutherland, Errol Otis, and Darlene Picole in this. And Dave Sutherland probably did the map because he did a lot of cool maps for TSR back in the day. And everybody's still saying hi, and it's nice to see everybody. I'm glad you're here. We're doing pretty good for a Thursday night because, like I said, there's a lot of other live streams going on right now, and our community is kind of divided on Thursday nights. So that's kind of why I'm going to be doing some scheduling changes. But tonight, let's continue to focus on this. Now, I like to bring the maps up and show you them and stuff like this and the pics, but it is a lot more fun to actually put the pictures up like this and show you like this, at least for me. And then we got this other one here, and it's just the artwork of this was always so cool and inspired me. And I think that's the one that Tiger thought was a naked girl down here on right here in the water. But it looks like she's actually wearing a shirt or something underneath her vest. But yeah, there is a Kelpie in the back that isn't exactly for safe for children to check out. But I don't know why Ray's got that in the chat. It's probably something you guys were talking about. I don't want to get into it now, but I only know of the other stream right now. Yeah. There's like I said, you know of at least one going on right now. Did you used to own this film? Cool, because then you know what I'm talking about. Yes, it is cool. Okay, so this module really just gets into it. It basically explains a little bit to the dungeon master about how to get the party into White Plume Mountain. But then it's off to the races, and you're just going through this fantastic map that I'm guessing Lawrence Schick put together originally, and And I'm also guessing that Dave Sutherland actually did the maps because it doesn't say cartography in this one. A lot of them it does say cartography, but this one doesn't. I'm sure somebody knows. It was about a certain missile that landed behind you a few minutes ago. I wouldn't be surprised. There is a sequel to this, and we will be taking a look at that too after we're done, and do a little bit of comparison. I actually prefer the mix and match method. A gas shark, maybe. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, you could the PCs can take player characters can take either a left or right or go straight. It's pretty straightforward of how to start the adventure, but the starting is not straightforward. Lord Schick has definitely a lot of surprises in here for both the dungeon master and the players. Let's see. You get into the mountain and then you crap your pants because Goblin Town music intensifies. Well, I appreciate that because that reminds me to put on some background music, man. So let's start with something a little new. Played it before, but it's some of our newer music, and I'll put it down to a volume that we all can handle if my Yankee hands can work a slider bar. Let's see. Did my can not startle you, Rube? Okay, that was I've learned to ignore anybody throwing cans in the bucket behind me. I thought it was a stray that it was aimed at Logan. No, we rarely throw things at each other, and if we do, it's only meant to be caught. Okay, so there are some really fun encounter areas in this adventure. I'm going to go along the lines of how the module runs, and the first thing it does is it gives you a wandering monster. Get this off the screen so you can see me. Okay, the first thing it does is give you like a wandering monster encounter table, and the things that you encounter randomly are black pudding. Imagine encountering some black pudding at random. Bugbears, naturally. Gargoyles, works. Invisible stalker, those are always fun to throw at players. Ogres, and whites. So it gives the referee quite a bit of diversity. Some definitely different creatures that you wouldn't normally encounter all together in the same area, which I thought was pretty cool. Let's see. That's always by accident. I never do that on purpose. Billows we can throw. Yes, that should be fun. Yeah, there's also the punch in the dark incident. Well, we all do things in the dark that we regret. And when we're half asleep, right? All right, so, you know what? I will go back and forth between me and the map here because the map really helps us visualize what we're talking about. Like it starts with a spiral staircase at number 1 naturally, and then number 2 is there's actually, and it's how the module always starts because this is how the adventure really begins. You run into a sphinx, and the sphinx is this would actually be your sphinx that you run into at the beginning, and that is the first encounter that you have in the adventure, and you have to basically solve a riddle, or he'll attack you. Let's see. Invisible bugbears wielding black puddings. Yeah, don't give me any ideas, Ray. That actually sounds really cool. Yes, there you go. Exactly what I was saying. We also throw crumbled straw wrappers. On occasion, if we can get them to actually blow right off the straw, that's always fun too. The way they make things, the paper's so weak nowadays, it doesn't really work. Now, after getting past the Sphinx, if you can, if you move on to and go right, go to area 3, which is kind of weird because they really explain this in a wacky order, but that's okay. Ecky Thumb If you get a black bullet in future game, she will haunt you. Okay. I'll make it happen, Ray. Of course, there's they have something for the ref there, the game master, and right there at 3 in that hallway. Nothing's ever easy as you bound down the hallway, and then you have another choice. And like I said, this module, if run properly, can be a lot of fun. Let's see, weak sauce that they don't blow off anymore. I'm getting a lot of distractions tonight, guys. I'm sorry. I'm still dealing with this cough. I think it's turned into a sinus infection. You have an invisible friend, maybe. The ghost? No, not often, but I have had ghosts here occasionally, man. But in this module, I think there actually is a ghost. If I remember rightly, I could be misremembered because I've run so many games, and I could have put one in here myself. But if you go to room 4 down there, it has an encounter with some undead, and like I said, I'll let it be a surprise. And there's all these. Let me see those. I'm pretty sure those are pillars, but it really doesn't say. I always read them as pillars myself, and had the undead hide amidst the pillars. Let me see here. Yeah, because on the map it shows a little circle that's a globe. But if that's what that is, then it's been a while since I've ran this, and I was looking over it last night, and Tiger and I got talking about it a little bit, and I got her to remember that she played it. Yeah, you'll hide behind Jess. That's cool, Ray. Don't worry about it. Listen and watch. See, ghouls will literally kill an entire group if you encounter a group of them. Yes. It depends on your level. And if you're lucky, you have an elf among you who is immune to the ghoul paralysis. Yeah, but ghouls can be nasty. She's probably asleep. She might be awake soon. Well, that's cool. Hopefully she'll be awake tomorrow night because I wrote her Under the Zebra Moon song for her. She won the Spine-Tix AI drawing last Saturday, and she got to pick what they were going to AI generate, and she chose Where the Zebras. And so National Parks Princess basically requested that I write a song, and so I did. So that'll be premiering tomorrow night, and it wasn't an easy one to put together. I'll talk about that more tomorrow night, but sweet, yes. She liked it. I sent her a preview of the song. So we'll see how things work out. Now, one of the coolest encounter areas, and I'm not going to go room to room. I was thinking about doing that, but I've decided against it because it's easy for me to get distracted. But I will talk about certain encounter areas, like Area 7, in this big room over here on the far right. Let's see. Couldn't get a full moon with zebra stripes. Yeah, that was one of my problems. I couldn't get it at all. And actually, Tiger got it on the first try. Okay, so this area right here is over a massive pit of boiling. I think it says water, but you can make it lava if you want. And my module is so old, it's kind of falling apart. So, but the way across is on these swinging platforms that are just these small wooden planks, and the chain that holds them up, there's only one for each one, and it's in the middle. So it's a unless you have a flying character, it's quite the challenge to get across to the other side. And naturally, one of the items that you're looking for is on the far side. Let's see. Like with clouds, I couldn't get I couldn't get stripes on the moon to save my life. So yes, Tiger really knows how to work an AI prompt. Who would fall for that, honestly? If you can't fly and you have no magic needs to hover across, which is a possibility, but there are updrafts, and this adventure has ideas for the dungeon master to run this in a lot of different ways. So it's a lot of fun, and I've had like I said, I've run this 3 or 4 times. I think I finished it twice successfully without all the party dying. I don't normally do TPK, but this is one of the adventures that happened twice, and that's just the only one other than Grimdal's Keep that I've been that close. And and that wasn't TPKs. Generally, they get to a point and they give up, and they leave the dungeon. So let me see what we got down here. We got boat. Well, the problem is it's too hot, the liquid down below. And if I remember, let me double check and see here. I think it was lava. But boiling mud. That's right. It wasn't lava. It's boiling mud. So it's been a while. We got a Fey guitar in the house. How you doing? It's nice to see you. We're looking at White Plume Mountain tonight and checking out all the really cool artwork in this module. We got that little thing over here on the far right. But that was an interesting challenge. It looks like one of those things you go through to get onto a ride at an amusement park. And they turned that into an interesting, not necessarily trap, but something interesting. Like I said, I don't want to spoil it because if you play Dungeons and Dragons or role-playing games or fantasy RPGs in general, you should play this adventure. It really is a lot of fun. Indiana Jones music plays. Yeah, get a whip. Let's see, have mage levitate a boat. That might be levitate the boat. That's a good call. Ropes. Ropes would help, especially if you have something to anchor it to, probably each other, as you go from platform to platform. But it's definitely a challenge for the PCs, and I don't see a lot of newer adventures where it incorporates that kind of. The players have to really think together. And back in when this was written, there were no flying characters unless you had magical devices. And this adventure was for levels 5 through 10, which is almost right in my it's in the sweet spot really. Of you have a lot of cool spells. As wizards, your fighter is tough. Rogues are to the point where they have enough hit points to get up in there and actually survive with your warriors. And so it's set at a really good level, but even still, it's a really challenging and tough adventure. And many a player has lost characters in this adventure. It is a trap, yes, but it's what kind of trap? There are 3 kinds of traps. You have traps that harm, traps that delay, and traps that have elements of both. So which is it? Okay, I got a torty loaf purring on my lap. Yep, that generally happens. So we got a Luna over there with the tiger. Okay, so I'm going to move on from that because once you go beyond that, naturally there are difficulties and challenges to go to Route 8, and then you have to go back and basically go through the dungeon some more to get to one of the other 2 areas. She purrs loud, yeah, she does. So, I would say if you play it the way it's written, which is very easy to do, you could go right from 7 and 8 back through 6 and 5, and then you would go back and you'd have your choice to go either north or across the way and go to the northwest. Now, if you go straight ahead to area 10, as you can see, there's a lot of weirdness going on in this room, and what the module describes, it says that this appears to be another normal water-covered room. What I forgot to mention is there is like a level of water all throughout this module, so you're always walking through water in most of the encounters, unless it says otherwise. You are walking through water. So in this, that's what it's saying. You got some steps rising up out of the muck on the far side, but actually most of it is a 15-foot deep pool. The areas with dotted lines that label A are the only shallow 1-foot deep parts. So it's really hard to sludge through this and get. You go up the stairs and get out that way. There's also a door. And I think the door is like, I always put it under the muck and under the water. on the northeast corner, on the eastern wall, and then there's an open space and an open room there where it's marked C. Now, I know it's kind of hard to see on this because I tried to line this up, and for some reason I couldn't get the size ratio right. I mean, it looks like it's supposed to be the same size, but it isn't. Don't use lightning bolt. Depends on if you're shooting a lightning bolt straight down a hallway, that might work, unless there's a turn up ahead where the lightning bolt might bounce back at you. And it would be in the water. Yes, that's what Tiger's saying. It would be in the water. So lightning bolt probably would be bad. Now, once you get through that, you can go into these areas where it's marked 11, 12, and 13. And that's basically just a different way to go. And it's possible one of the devices can be found there. The area marked 17, however, is a very large, it's a sunken stone ledge that projects out into the boiling lake. The corridor from the dungeon continues out into the lake under a rubbery magical force field that keeps out the waters by forming a sort of elastic skin of super surface tension. I love the way he described that. Super surface tension. And that's what the dotted lines are. And basically, you are in a lake, and there is you can actually get through the super surface tension and move through it. But then you have to worry about the boiling water. And there are many ways into this cavern from other areas, even though it doesn't look like it on the map. Because they're like underground rivers and stuff. Plus, this one goes, you can actually go out of the volcano right up through the top from here. This is like on top of the center of the volcano. And as it's showing there on the little cutaway view, let me get the TSR logo out of the way there. But on your cutaway view, it shows you where that little platform with the bubble is. And then there are ways to go back into the magma and go out the top. So yeah, Lord Schick, when he wrote this, thought of pretty much everything. And it's a rare thing to get an AD&D first edition module where everything is covered for you, which I thought was great. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind this was definitely a fun adventure to play. And once you figure out and get one of the devices in this whole area over here, either between areas 11 to 13 or in area 17, it could even be 15 or 16, which is fun because you have to explore it. And the Game Master can actually, especially with this device over here, I'm pretty sure this is Wave, and it's a Trident. And it's kind of all an underwater area over here, so, water breathing spells are very helpful. If you fall, you will go for a real go wet slap. Yep, this is true. Wow. So then if you move on to the other area, he gets into a totally different style of dungeoneering, as it were. And it's like each section of this module is a different adventure, and he decided to put all into one adventure. That's kind of the gist I get from it. And as you move on into areas 19, 20, 21, that's just how to get through. And then area 23 has this weird effect. Let me see. I didn't want to spoil one of the traps in area 11, so I didn't show it, but I will show this here. So the center page came out, so I can actually show this a little better. But right here, this it's kind of weird because this river actually flows up in the room, through the room, and then out. And it's, I don't know if you can see that very well, but let me see if I can bring up the pic, because I have the pic. So I'll try to do that, make sure I put this back in the right spot. All right. Because it was really interesting how he had this idea of a levitating river that flowed through the room. Yeah, here it is. Enchanted River, yes. I was reading that funny. Yes, I did. If you fall, you will for real go wet slap. There we go. I think I read that a little better. Yes, Enchanted River. And let me put it up there so I can get a better look. And get the comment off there. As you can see, it's like really weird how the river flows through there. And he's even got fish in the drawing swimming through the river, but they don't come out. I mean, I'm sure you can fish them out. And there is a way you can actually take one of these kayaks and go around in the flow of the current. It's like a water park adventure. Weird dude scratching his head. Yeah. Okay, so for me, the most exciting and adventurous part of this adventure of this module is Area 26, and Area 26 is what they call an inverted ziggurat, and they have an updated picture in the Return to White Plume Mountain, and we'll be taking a look at some of those. But this inverted ziggurat has an encounter on each level of the ziggurat, and then the door to go through and beyond is actually in the bottom down there with those sphinxes. So there's as you can see, there's sea lions and scorpions, and this drawing is really cool. And it says DCS, so I'm guessing that's Dave Sutherland. So that's Area 26. Yes, it is Area 26. And that's where the really weird, the really weird shit is. Yes, it is. Now, it also has this really cool, and it's nice because I can actually show you guys, get this off the screen. There is a giant crab in there as well. And this picture is just pretty awesome by Aerolotus of a party of adventurers running into a giant crab. I think Aerolotus' style of drawing PC characters is they're all like barbarians and half naked. Definitely, I think he was inspired by Conan the Barbarian. What you got? Let's see. Is that a hippogriff and a griffin? It might possibly be. And as a ref, you can change what's on what level. And it's really difficult to progress from one level to another without encountering stuff. And trying to just jump down there doesn't work. It's because of the distance of the platforms. They're actually like 20 to 30 feet across, if I remember right. How do you spell? Hippogriff. That works. And this is what happens when a ref wants to use all those cool sea monsters you never use. I agree. I think that's why he put them in here, but it's actually really cool too. Because you get a lot of water encounters in this adventure, even though you're in a mountain. You get some of the river encounters, and then you get. I'm pretty sure they're back in the big dome area. In Area 17, you go up against what does it say? That's where the giant crab is. I'm sorry, I knew I had that wrong. But I thought the giant crab was back in the other room. And it's having run both this and the Return to White Plume Mountain sequel. I kind of sometimes mix things up and use stuff from both adventures because they changed everything up naturally for that adventure. Let me see. That pretty much after that area in Area 26. That pretty much is the end of the adventure, and then you have to still get out. And once you have all three devices, you actually get attacked by Afridi, which are like these fire elementals. And there's a pretty cool pic of the Afridi, and I'll bring that up next. But yeah, this whole adventure and the Legend of Caraptus, which I will read to you. See if I turn down the music just a tad while I actually read this part. Be an actual read view tonight. I always like the Legend of Caraptus because I think it throws the players right into it. And a Freety, yes. Freet. All right, so here is the two of the actually there's two of them that serve Caraptus that come after you and try to stop you from leaving. And that is basically the climax of the adventure, to use a phrase that Ray might like. But yes, you go up against a Afridi, and it's pretty cool. The ref has the option of not using the Afridi, but you have them, so why not use them? See, Ray says, my armor is rusting in this volcano of floating rivers. It might. I thought Rue would take take umbrage with it, as it were. Okay, so the legend of Caraptus reads as follows. Well over 1 million years ago, the wizard Caraptus rose to power in the valleys of the northern mountains, bringing the local warlords under his thumb with gruesome threats that were fulfilled just often enough to keep the leaders in line. Under Caraptus' overlordship, the influx of rapacious monsters and raids from the wild mountains decreased markedly, dwindled, and then almost stopped. I kind of like that word, rapacious. Definitely an interesting word. I might be pronouncing it wrong, but that's how it's spelled. You should have gotten my boat. Yep. The boat only goes in a circle. Yeah, that's what's funny. That weird river only goes in a circle. It's how you get in and out of some of those other areas. Let's see. Seeing this, the populace did not put up much resistance to paying Caraptus rather heavy taxes and tithes, especially when stories of what happened to those who balked were circulated. These lords who protested disappeared in the night and were replaced by the next in line of succession, who was usually inclined to be more tractable than his predecessor. Now this goes on, and what's cool about this is it's a perforated page. You get this picture off here, and I'll show you. Mine is still intact because I'm one of those weirdos who even back then was a comic guy and didn't want to damage my book. So mine is still attached, but it's perforated, and you can actually take this off and hand it to the players, and they can read that part and this. And this is the note that he leaves behind with when he stole the weapons to the nobles he stole it from. And this is what sends you on your quest. And that's the I put it into a song at the beginning, in the intro. In the intro. Let's see. Everyone likes a climax. Yes, I agree. Yeah. My boat is magic. It flies because a mage enchanted it. I said it correctly. Thanks, Ray. We got a Spine Tix in the house. Hello, Sith Lordly. How you doing, sir? How many walrus were fished in this module? At this point, 0. I don't think there was a walrus in there. Actually, a ref could put them in there. Enchanted in a circle, that river, yes. In a ghost boat from SpongeBob. It could be. I remember that. I actually saw that one. He said, and everybody's saying hi, which is nice to Spine Tix. Well, that kind of wraps up White Plume Mountain. As a dungeon master, this is really a small 16-page adventure, and a lot of it is maps and stuff for the ref to check out, especially this picture of the Kelpie that everybody seems to enjoy so much. So it's art. But as a teenage boy, it was a lot more than art, wasn't it, boy? Okay, so that is White Plume Mountain, and I will. I'm going to give you my assessment of it here. Let's see. It's all just an overfished walrus in a floating volcano. Yeah, it's a good way. Well, I'm not sure if that's what you were meant to spell. Campaign for sure. Yes. Where Zebras on the Moon. That's tomorrow night. Sid. I wrote the song, and Under the Zebra Moon will premiere tomorrow night with a circle boat. Let's see. She sent me the pic earlier. Did she get it? Did she just get it, baby? Warm. Okay, that's what you meant to say. Warm. So it's a good warm-up campaign for sure. This actually would take place in the middle of a campaign, or you could run it as a standalone adventure. And it's a lot of fun, and I like the way Lord Schick put together the whole overall concept of it, where the heroes or adventurers, as it were, go to White Plume Mountain to recover these 3 weapons, and it gives you several ideas on how to get the players to do that. And there are nobles from Greyhawk, from the city of Greyhawk, because this adventure takes place in the Greyhawk campaign originally. You could put it wherever. I actually have put it in our Ledharo world, so that it can be really interwoven into a game wherever there's a volcano, and you just have to put a swamp next to it. Let's see. It took more than one game session to go through it. Yeah, 2 or 3, most likely. I would say if you do it properly, 5 adventure sessions. The way we run things now. Now, back in the day when I used to play all day on a Saturday, you could run through this whole adventure in one day. But that's playing from like noon to like 3 or 4 in the morning. And that's how we used to roll. But nowadays we do everything via YouTube or the TV or Discord or wherever you're playing from. And generally you only game for like 2 to 3 hours. Which is cool. And it gives you that itch that you need to scratch to role play. But if you have any questions about White Plume Mountain, shoot them at me now, and I will try and answer them to the best of my ability. Because, like I said, I have played this extensively, so it's just been a while, and I remember it fairly well. And there's my Ledharo conversion. And it really is easy to convert it to any game. You just have to change the stats of the monsters, and you run the game. The ideas and the traps and everything is still all in here and the same. But that'll take us to Return to White Plume Mountain, which I also have integrated. And like I said, this color pick is pretty good, and I'll bring that up here. Let's see, scratch that itch. Yes. It really took us 2. Yes, yeah, it took us 2 sessions at playing like 6 to 8 hours at a whack. Yeah, scratch that itch. Yes. As a kid, half our sessions were all night on a Friday. Yep, Friday or Saturday we would game all night. And for almost a year, I game with a buddy on Sunday, and he'd come get me at like 10 in the morning, and we would game way till 3 or 4 in the morning on Sunday night, even though we all had to get up and go to work on Monday. But that's just how, when you're younger, in my 20s, I could do that. I can't do that now. I would love to, and I am going to be doing a one-shot adventure on Independence Day, so that should be fun. If you're in my Discord, check out Code of the West. It's going to be a Western with fantasy magic and fantasy creatures. I incorporated into it. I've got some picks and a song, the intro song for that. So if you want to check that out, go for it. Let me see. I remember we went to the library that one time. Yes, we used to. We had permission to go into the library and game in the library, and once a year we would do tournaments at the library in Highland, California. It was pretty cool, a lot of fun, and they actually have some of my novels at that library. Wish I knew you guys back then. Yes, yeah, that would have been cool. I mean, yeah, but you know what? We didn't have access. I never had the internet like I do now, and it's as I was getting out of gaming on a major scale is right when the internet picked up with YouTube and everything, and people started gaming online, and I missed most of that, and only started here within the last couple of years of doing games online, and then my own games last year I started. Let's see. We did the library a couple of times, yep. What the fuck is the internet? Yes. Insert your Jay and Silent Bob reference here. All right, so I'm going to put on this this tribute video for Return to White Plume Mountain, and I will set up some of the picks while it's on. So here we go.
White Plume Mountain, a volcano, trapped sealed by the hands of fate. endless labyrinths and nightmares delight, where only the chosen few escape the grasp of endless skies. Never trust the four-beats who claim the name of their artists, and eternal always, that greed knows no limits. Magic flows through the veins of this treacherous domain. The terrors of this place will leave you scarred, blood-stained. And the walls hot as the fire that burns within my core, navigating twisted corridors, battles to the death and more. These false swinging axes and walls that close and fast. One wrong move and your fate is forever cast. Descending deep beneath the earth, where danger lies in wait.
I muted. Sorry about that. But this cover for the second edition version and the 25th anniversary was put out right after Wizards of the Coast acquired TSR, and but this was all done by TSR folk before, and they just put it out after. A lot of the 25th anniversary stuff they just put out that was already in the works. Let me see. In that case, it's all just a white plume in the dark. But here's your white plume, Ray. It's on the cover of this update, and the white plume is there from the top of the mountain. So if I could make that bigger, I would. But maybe I can. There you go. I did it. Bigger. I don't know if it's clearer. Well, yeah, this has got a nice glossy, shiny cover, and the back is just info. It doesn't have a picture on it like all the AD&D first edition modules did. Let's see. Sure looks like a Lonely Mountain. Yes, I'm pretty sure it was inspired by the Lonely Mountain in many ways. Now, I'm not going to go through this with just like other reviews on AD&D Adventures. I'm not going to go through the sequel as much as I did the first one. It's not that I don't think this is a good module, because it is. But what I do is I take this and I run the original better and use some of the cool stuff in here. And I didn't bother even trying this time with this one. I'll put the mats together to be a soaking dragon in lava. Yes, it'll probably feel good for the dragon. Yes, but let me see here. For some reason, I have too much stuff to bring up the maps. Maybe it was before I deleted them, but let me see if I can bring these two up. If not, I'll have to delete a couple of things out of my queue. There we go. Okay, so we had, I did this, it's actually set up this way in two parts, and as you can see, there's a lot more, but this is basically the same adventure, but on one page. And the way they set this up is quite different. And it just they just said it changed over time, because this if you play this as a sequel, it happens 20 years later, which is kind of cool. A deep clean lava bath, it'll clean you to the bone, and man, they clean the bones too. Yeah, there you go. I totally agree. I'm thinking the same, Ben. Now, like I said, these maps are really cool, and they give you a different idea. They've added a lot of different rooms and a different starting point. Like I said, it's very interesting how the changes they made, and I use both. And this is an entirely new area that they added to the adventure, of course. which I thought was pretty cool. But I didn't bother trying to put these maps together because they don't fit that way, even in the books. All right, so let's see here. There's nothing left, right. It's always puffing smoke, like Dave C. Can't argue with you there. Now, Dragon Magazine was still going strong when this came out, and they took some comics from that and joined the RPGA. They put that in the back of this. Sometimes they did that on these newer ones, but for the most part, the way they changed things is Caraptus, for some reason, was after the first adventure. If you play this as a sequel, trapped. The wizard who runs the whole thing, you never encounter him in the first adventure. In this, there are 4 different wizards that are pretending to be Caraptus, and they have taken up residence in White Plume Mountain. And somehow or another, because you took those weapons, he is trapped, and adventurers are tricked to go back and get the 4 weapons over again, because he's stolen them again and added another one to it, because there was 3 in the first one, and this one there's 4. I'm pretty sure 1 for each element. Let's see. Bob Ross would make it look like a pretty cool scene. Yeah, I agree. Oh, just got a notification that From the Hilt is on. It's early this time. I've been getting them 3 days later. Yeah, that's been happening to me too, Bobby. I'll be like, ah! And then for Kate, Narrative Driven Art, she'll premiere a lot of her videos, and I'll get a notification, and then I'll go watch it and be like, oh, this was an hour ago. It's like, but it's already over. With happy trees. Yes, Bob Ross likes to do happy little trees. I just got it again, too. Oh, well, guess what? The From the Hilt is on. We're kind of starting over anyway with this return to White Plume Mountain. And, I mean, they redid this map. And, it is nicer. I'll give it that. But for me, it just doesn't have the nostalgia that the original one had. But, that's how life is. But like I said, that's the main way they changed this. They added more to it, and if you look at the maps, they look different, but they are the same place. And they do have a little bit more to the exterior and the outer area. Hey, let me see if that map actually came up. I tried to. Guess what? Well, second reminder is fantastic. Yeah. MID. Can't please you, man? No. It's not that hard to please me, actually, right? All right, let me see here. That's the one I wanted, but it didn't come up. Oh, there it is. It did come up. Sweet. There it is. They give you a different exterior map with a lot of different areas that you could go explore, but they detail in this return to White Plume Mountain, and that's kind of nice. And it actually does give you all the names of all these individuals and goes into more detail of what's there around the White Plume Mountain. So it actually, as far as I'm concerned, what the return to White Plume Mountain does is help the Dungeon Master run the original module better. Tiger's going to fall asleep. It's not even colored. See, Logan hasn't been the same since he ate that walrus. You're probably right. Oh, it's the cat nap coming up. Yep. This is so too, Sith. Okay, true. Yes, true. I'm guessing that's what you meant anyway. Okay, so I'm going to take this off of here. Like I said, it's a nice update, and that's pretty much what I'm going to talk about. Is things they added, like they detailed Muko's castle, or Mucus, as Tiger likes to call it, and they actually added a pic in here for it. I really didn't like the way Wizards of the Coast treated the TSR products when they put them out. They kind of just threw stuff at it. Now I'm thinking of that Tusk movie. Elon Tusk, there you go. But like they added like new monsters. They added mean locks in here and bog mummies and things for you to check out in the Great Swamp. Thingazard's hut. They detail the witch's hut that was in the first one. And they actually, at the beginning, And what they did do was clean it up so the ref had a better time of looking through the adventure and finding things like the weapon wave. It's detailed here. It tells you where it is in the adventure later, but at least you get the stats right there where you need them. Let's see. Tiger says she's been up since 5 a.m. Yeah, I was asleep most of the day. I get up every morning 5:45 for sales stealth. Yep. Can't keep regular hours, me either. And I'll try to match Tiger's hours, and usually I'm awake when she's asleep, and she's asleep when I'm awake. Vice versa. But yeah, it gives you like detailed little boxed descriptions of some of the bad guys too, like Thingazard. And this is before you even get to White Plume Mountain. So like I said, it details how to get into the adventure. And as far as I'm concerned, gives you more ideas on how to better run the original. Let's see. I get up at that time every morning to pee. Yeah, that getting up to go pee isn't constant for me too. Some guys are showing up for work before I go to bed, trying to sort that out. Yep. See, I was about to say that it's like changing the guards. Yep. Changing of the guard. And then it goes through the key areas of the mountain, and I do like the way it is detailed, but again, I think they half-assed the art. I mean, they put this thing at the top and went, "Ooh, guess what? We got a top border," and it's interesting artwork, but it's not great artwork. And to me, it doesn't inspire any nostalgia. I have no real nostalgia for this module, like I do the original. I have way more nostalgia for this than this. But maybe it's because I grew up with the orange cover. Who knows? But I'm the same. I'm that way with most AD&D first edition modules that they've taken and redone later. I generally still like the original better, and that's because they're trying to recreate gold. It's like trying to turn lead into gold. They're trying to take a classic adventure that everybody loved and either make it better or totally completely change it. And you know what? I don't try to do that. I do like to take stuff that I've done and add to it, but I just add to it. I don't try to make it better. I just continue forward. And if you go back and you try to make things better, sometimes I don't know. It just doesn't. To me, it doesn't feel like it works. Sometimes it does, though. It depends on who's doing it. I'll say that. Let's see. You said shift change, and I had a hard time liking new music. It's a human thing. Yep. You can tell which one he loves more by how he holds it up. That's probably true, Tiger. That's probably true. Oh, your Wi-Fi's going out, Bobby. Well, if we don't see you, we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bummer about Wi-Fi. Hopefully you'll stick around. Yep, I'm sorry to hear it. But I'm going to be wrapping up here pretty soon. I generally don't take a long time to do these reviews. And to that end, as soon as I wrap up and tell you about things, I will talk about some of the schedule change for these reviews that I like to do on AD&D modules and D&D modules. This is what they did to the ziggurat. And, that's interesting, but also, I like the whole idea of the ziggurat, the inverted ziggurat. And then they named the Efreet and gave him more personality and stuff, and that was kind of interesting. Let's see. Eat your neighbor's bars. It's crazy. Probably get worse with hurricane season. Oh, I hope not. It's in ruins. Yeah, the inverted ziggurat is in ruins. And it does, like I said, throughout the whole module, it has these little box sections for the ref that detail certain parts of it or certain items in the encounter area, and that was nice. And this is kind of reading all these. Return to White Plume Mountain. There's the Tomb of Horrors that they redid, and reading those, they actually did some things right, and that inspired me on how I set up my adventures with a legend at the beginning, encounter areas, details in the middle, and then you have the appendices for everything a ref needs right at the back. RPCs, non-player characters, The maps, charts, anything you need is right at the back, and whatever new creatures, encounters are in the adventure. Let's see. You heard that half asleep? Woke up to eat your neighbor's bars. No, not your neighbors. Your neighbor's bars for the Wi-Fi. Were there any sharks with lasers and the inverted ziggurats? Sharks with laser beams. Oh, that's Dungeon Master. You can put them there, Ray, if you want. Let's see. How about some giant shellfish? Again, put them there if you want it. They do a lot more detail. I mean, this is a 64-page book, which is nice, and the formatting is nice. I do have a nostalgia for those old slip-off covers with the cardstock covers and then the book. That, you know, might just be this nostalgia. How about giant shellfish? Okay, so we're all caught up with you guys. And I do like the way they re-detailed the side view of the mountain. I think that worked out a little bit better. And I do have that up here. Side view of the mountain, I think. Oh, nope, that one didn't come up, but the castle came up. The Mucus Castle, as Tiger calls it. And the one thing I didn't want was the rear cover, but let me see if I can bring up this side view of the mountain. The artwork was, to me, I'll give you an example here. That's a bad example because this was actually a cool pick. Somebody using Black Razor. I think it's an homage to the back cover of the original, which is all right. I just deleted something, so how is it that's possible? Trying to tell me there's no more room. Oh, let's see. Delete that. Wipe your nose instead of your feet. Yeah. All right, let's see if I can get this in here now. I've deleted two things. Yeah, okay, now it's uploaded. But let me give you an example of some of the art in here that just... And this one is probably not the best example, but like the return to Keep on the Borderlands, the artwork in that was just subpar. It's like they threw it together and they made it black and white. I mean, it's interesting and it's probably better artwork, but to me, it's not as memorable as some of the artwork in the original. But like I said, here's that side view. And it really details it a lot better, as far as I'm concerned, for the Game Master and from a different direction. So, like I said, this module helps you run the original better. And I like to just kind of merge them both together and run them as one adventure instead of a sequel. Yeah, like I said, this isn't the best example. This one actually had better art than Return to Keep on the Borderlands. But... it's basically you're going back and you're just rehashing the same old adventure with different skin. You know, that's probably the best way to describe it. It's a booger tower. Well, it could be. So on that, you know, this is worth getting, and you can run this as is, and it's still a good adventure. But I think it's better when you put the two together and make one big module, or just run the original the way it is. I mean, very cool adventures. And what I did was I took all 4 of the weapons, and I did write-ups for them that matched our system, and so I renamed them for our system in case we wanted to use them, but whatever. So yeah, as a ref or a dungeon master, you can do all of that. Let's see, eat a jellyfish. I don't know how safe that is. Become a turtle. That might be better. And at a glance, looks like Marge Simpson is on the cover. Oh, now I can't unsee it, Ray. Now I can't unsee it. That's funny. Okay, so to sum up, White Plume Mountain is one of the best TSR first edition modules that they put out. It was one of the first, and I am going to change up the music just a little bit here and turn it down just a bit so I can sum up here. Now, when you are doing this without your your own sound engineer or something, you got to do all this stuff on your own. Let's see. Could be Homer. Could be Homer. Then you got I can try the other cover. Oh, the other one. No, I'm not seeing Marge Simpson in that one. Unless you're talking about the Sphinx. All right, let's see. Ed Squid. Okay. Hello, GM Cody. How you doing? It's nice to see you. About wrapping up on White Plume Mountain. That sounds like you guys finished up. I was actually hoping to go check out your live stream that's been going on tonight. But you're all done, man. I take it. The White Plume Mountain does rock, sir. Thank you. I completely agree with Cody's assessment there. This module rocks. I can't recommend it enough as a game master. Get yourself a PDF copy, run this adventure, or try to pick up the original. They're probably not that expensive. It's probably harder to find Return to White Plume Mountain than White Plume Mountain because I don't think it was in circulation as much. Not the guy in green being drawn, so you can't see his butt. Oh, this guy right here. Okay. Yeah, everybody saw it too, but me. On the right, blue hair, green dress. Okay, all right. Blue hair. Star Trek night with you and Tiger next Saturday. That's right, on Spine Ticks. Tiger and I will be, not this coming Saturday, but the following, we'll be on Spine Ticks and we'll be talking Star Trek. That should be a lot of fun. I found a lot of my Star Trek stuff, so, I've got some stuff I'll be able to share. And Tiger has a lot, too. Yes, Star Trek, yeah. Super excited. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. Yeah, Star Trek. Men love Star Trek, so that should be fun. Now, what I wanted to do before I sign off here for the night is talk about Thursday night. The scheduling for Thursday night. I feel like I'm missing a lot of the other things that I want to explore. It's kind of cool that Cody jumped in here because his channel is a perfect example. I've been wanting to check out a lot of the lives he's doing on Thursday night. He's actually doing some Palladium games and doing some fantasy stuff. And I've been wanting to check that kind of stuff out. And my buddy Shadow and Shadow and Son, they have a live stream on Thursdays right when I'm live streaming, a little bit before, but we overlap. And I feel like maybe I'm live streaming a bit too much. Let me see. We got Star Trek talk. Hope to see both in the skin tight uniforms. That's not happening. Some kind of science fiction thing. Yeah, it is. Would no. I don't have it. I don't have one anymore. Sith, I used to. Yeah, Tiger used to have a really nice Next Generation uniform. First episode of Next Generation showed a dude in a skirt. Logan will be that guy. Nope. It's gonna be a kilt. It'll be a kilt, Ray. Oh. What color? And she was command. Red. Headband, boat shorts. No thanks. Red, of course, yes. Not to mention bike shorts. Only the best boat shorts. Captain's Pips, yes. Yes, she did have Captain's Pips too. Someone has to, yep. So what I'm going to be doing in regards to the Thursday night deal, at least for a while, I'm going to try this out. I'm going to incorporate a lot of that stuff into our Fridays and our on Saturdays. We do something at noon Mountain Time, and we have been for quite a while. And so what really triggered this for me was I'm doing a live premiere of on Joe Takes, the next Joe Takes I'm doing for Televiper with the Flight Pod. And it's like, when I was setting up the premiere, the video is like 3 minutes, almost 4 minutes. And the intro would have been longer if I had set it at 2 minutes, almost as long as the actual premiere. So I'm like, well, this may not work with premiering on Joe Takes. So it'll be the only one I do like that. And then from then on Saturdays, we're going to do something live. On the following Saturday, the day we're going to be on Spine Ticks, I'll be doing Televiper with Flight Pod, the Trouble Bubble. On that Saturday live, I'll be giving my take. So that should be a lot of fun. Let's see. White Plume Mountain time. Yes, sir. It's a fantastic module. If you don't have it, get it. Either a PDF or an actual copy. Run it, play it. It's a lot of fun, and I would like to run it again at some point in the future. Hope you get it all back, Tiger. Yeah, we might, but not likely. We might be able to make a new one. I will eat your cosplay. See, after all, Saturdays are for spine ticks. That's right. And what I was trying to say is that if I started new, that's well before the spine ticks train starts. And I would definitely try to help kick that off. And I would definitely refer people to Melodope Live, because he starts the spine ticks train in the evening, and it goes all the way through. So when spine ticks comes on later on in the night, and then Sensei Domino's ends the spine ticks train. So we've been doing stuff on Saturdays for a while, and I've been doing more and more lives or premieres on that day. So I'll be integrating a lot of our Thursday night stuff into that. So the last Thursday night review will actually be Endless Quest books. I'll be reading, let me see. I'll be reading Rain on Nightmare Castle on the 6th, Thursday the 6th, and that'll be the last Thursday night review that I do. And then they'll be moved to Saturdays. So I need to reschedule it, and I kind of been wanting a little bit more time to spend with the fam and stuff, and I've been doing live streams constantly for almost a year now. So I know I did take a little bit of time off from doing live streams, but we were still doing games. And so I have a hard time stop working. Tiger will attest to that. So I need to take a little step back, at least on Thursdays, and incorporate. I'm going to take write a page right out of Spine Ticks playbook and focus more on my Friday night lives, and then a little bit on Saturday. Board games and everything. Like last week, we played a board game called Titan. So if you haven't checked that out, please do. Titan is a very classic Avalon Hill board game. Lots of fun. It's a bookcase game. Really cool, that game. So you ride that train, toot toot. That's right, Ray. We're slotted for noon, Mountain Time, which is way before. I believe it starts at like 7 or 7:30 in the evening with Melodope Live. Is that a TS logo, a watermark, or actually hanging on your wall? Well, it's not hanging on my wall. It's a little logo that you can put up. See, I can just take it down and put it back up. It's pretty cool. But thanks for pointing that out, Phil. Speed of Pets. Yes, Speed of Pets will be on Saturday. Tomorrow night will be Fridays from the Hill. Just Fridays is kind of my thing. I love doing the Friday show. Tiger loves it. Jake loves it. And so we're definitely going to keep that going. I pinned the logo on the screen. It's covering his Dan Dila tank top pick. That would have been funny, Ray. If I'd have removed this, and they're to pick on the wall. You know what? Maybe I will. Send me a pic of Dan in the tank top. They're Sith, and I'll put it on the wall. Just during live streams. Yeah, cats. Yes. Let's see. You'll be at Motor City Comic Con on Saturday. That's cool. So yeah, you need to do that. Rude. Anyway, so we're going to try that for a little bit. And so next Thursday, let's see, I might still have a thing. No, next Thursday I'm not doing anything. So I was going to do a fantasy, Lenharo Fantasy Adventures, but those have kind of, I've run its course, I think, and we'll whatever we do for Lenharo like that, we'll incorporate into our Friday show. That's easily done. Let's see, one time they do it to see if anyone notices. Yep, we should do that. Dan in the tank top is for his Patreon fans. That's funny. I kind of agree. So, anyway, that kind of wraps it up for White Plume Mountain and for me tonight. I appreciate you all being here, and I thank you for joining me for basically the last one of these I'm going to do like this. I'll either have this be like if I do it like next time I do a review for AD&D or D&D. Ray has suggested me doing a Beckby adventure, so Tiger and I will discuss it, and I want more of an interaction on that one. So we'll put it on a Fridays, and we'll pick a module once a month, or an adventure or a game system, and we'll talk about it on once a month on a Friday show. So that should be fun. It's only Dan's page. Let's see, you should run some of these classic adventures, dude. Yeah, I do intend to incorporate some of those into my Linharo campaigns that are going on, and I want to do a lot more one shots, like on Independence Day. So yeah, on Independence Day, I'm going to be doing that Code of the West, so that should be a lot of fun. Fantasy Western with elves, dwarves, and magic, right in a Western. So the intro song kind of says it all. The theme song for Code of the West that you can find on my Discord on the Code of the West channel kind of says it all for me. So I have to say Phil royalties when I say for his Patreon fans. He coined the expression. You have to pay. Sorry, losing my voice here tonight. Thursday partying is such sweet sorry. Well, yeah, I know a lot of you have joined me here, and I appreciate that. I thank you. But I don't know if you can see it on me, but I'm really run down this week, probably because of the cough that I've been dealing with, or I think it's actually turned into, like I said, a sinus infection. So something I need to deal with. It does sound fun to do that, Cody. Pretty Tiger. For Halloween, I will be running Ravenloft, so we will be doing that in October, and I'm probably going to do that over a 4-week time period. So we'll see how that works. So yes, we are going to do a Ravenloft Dracula, but we're going to use Count Strahd for our villain because that's how I roll. So that would technically be Dracula. Seems like he's not entitled to those royalties. It's not like it's hot. So we're like it's hot. He intends to do Ravenloft on Halloween, yeah. Sorrow friggin' auto-fail, yeah. Let's see. No worries, Ray. Just like Swag has to pay me royalties when he says Magic Missile or your team sucks. Ooh, Strahd Town. Yes, sir. And I'm going to run it the classic way with a twist. I like to do that. So, like with all the other games we do as a one-shot, there'll be characters that people can pick out. And so you basically, beforehand, you pick out a character and we discuss it. We make some changes and tweak it a little bit to your taste. And then we will, you can jump in the game and play. So yes, Count Strahd. Cody says he will play. Oh, that'd be awesome, Cody. I'm really loving your games on every other Sunday. We had a game on GM Cody's this last Sunday that was really cool. So check out GM Cody's channel. He just hit over 600 subscribers, so that's pretty cool. We're getting pretty close. We were teetering at 590, and we keep going back and forth from 589 to 590 to 592. So we're getting close to 600 as well. Let's see. Yay, Ravenloft. Yes, it is without a doubt my favorite AD&D adventure, written hands down. So I love running it. I don't like spelling. I don't like spelling. No, I don't. Twisted Lemon. Your Joe's in the back being fired. Well, thank you for that bit. That's kind of the goal I wanted, was to have this ticket display behind me so that people could enjoy part of my collection. Watch out. A little lemon. Let's see. I have the jumbo coffin-shaped box version of Ravenloft. What a map. You know, I don't have that, Phil. That's kind of cool, though. I haven't even heard about that. Is that the 5th edition version, Phil? Because I have the hardback of that, but I didn't get the deluxe version of that. If that's the deluxe version you're talking about, oh, that's probably one of the. I don't have the 3rd edition Ravenloft, and I don't have that deluxe edition. I pretty much have it memorized. I'd definitely go over it ahead of time and run it really well, though. It's being fun to see you grow since I roped you into the wider community from EL Geek. I appreciate that, Seth. I really do, and you have basically given me a lot of advice, and I hope I've been able to help you too and send people your way. And I think incorporating most of the stuff into our Friday show will make that a little bigger and a little grander. And I know people enjoy our Fridays, and I enjoy doing the Fridays, so we're definitely going to keep rocking with the Friday show. See, I watched your Rogue Trader vid a little while back. Cody had that back in the day. I only ever played a few skirmishes. Yes, Cody does a lot of really cool war games and board games and reviews on just about every role-playing game under the sun. Cody really is into history and doing things like that. And, a lot of cool stuff on GM Cody's channel. Let's see. Logan makes good stuff. You will get there, no question. Thanks, bud. I appreciate that. Fridays are from the hill. That's right. We're rocking with that. Let's see. Me too. I remember you helping Renee on one of her first lives. I checked out your channel. I think she said you had 73 subs when I subbed to you. Sounds about right. And Renee, I think it was. I know I went over to Spine Ticks from Yo Geek, but Renee was. I was in contact with her for Bert and things. I think I first saw her on Spine Ticks, so that's how that works. Let's see. Thanks for watching, Rudini. It is a rad game. What was the game? The one game with the hexagon pieces? Yeah, Heroescape maybe, where the hexagon pieces would fold together. Our copy of that is all over the place. We've incorporated into all these other games. So we might be able to put that back together, but not likely. Titan is awesome. So, like I said, check that out. Let's see. Official name is D&D Adventure Curse of Strahd Revamped Box Set. Is that 5th edition, Phil? I mean, I probably will pick it up just because it's Ravenloft. Not too interested in the 3rd edition version because pretty much all of that, I've checked it out, is in the 5th edition hardback book of Curse of Strahd, which I love that. So, yes, I incorporate some of that into my campaign of. I will be incorporating some into my next Ravenloft game. The last time I ran it, I did, so it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of stuff. Strahd me go way back, so should be fun. I don't remember them that bad. Okay. Over the years, people come and go, but I hope we'll still be buds years from now. Me too, Seth. Me too. And I know I've been leaning towards your community more than my gaming community. I still love both. And that's kind of the reason I'm switching the Thursdays to mostly Saturdays and Fridays. So I have time to hang out with my buds and my gaming crew, too. So it should be fun. Be the one that click together with biddies. Yes. Hey, Brad Wilmore, how you doing? Saying hi to everybody. It's good to see you, bud. I'm about ready to sign off here, but we're just chatting a bit before I take off. And I'm not in a hurry to leave, so if you guys want to keep talking, I'll keep talking for a bit. But don't mind me if I'm drinking a lot. And we're talking Dr. Pepper Zero. Well, actually, I think tonight it's Coke Zero. Yeah. Coke Zero. You know, it's funny. These cans, and my son Red pointed this out to me. A couple weeks back, I had Iron Man, and now they've got Falcon as Captain America on here. And it doesn't show it on the outside of the box. It's weird, but they're collectible cans. I didn't collect any of them, but I don't do that. Oilers, bro. Yes. Wellborn likes the Oilers. Sith has a figure in many pies. I mean, communities. He only has his figure in one pie, my friend. Watching the game now. One day meet in person. Yes, if things go the way I think they're going, we're most likely still going to be in SoCal in the summertime. So we'll see how that works out. So I'm hoping for that. You guys are twinsies? Yep. Doesn't list on an edition. Oh, okay. Well, I will check it out, Phil. And you said it has a coffin thing. That's pretty cool. I think I've seen that. I've been doing a lot of G.I. Joe lately, so I haven't been thinking about a lot of gaming stuff other than Lenharo games. We're thinking August sometime going to Cali. Yeah. That stuff sucks if you have to look at the can to identify the beverage. Yeah, it kind of does. I agree with you. We eat the cans in this house. Just says D&D, so it's probably 5th edition, Phil. Let me see. GM Cody says, Mike, just good to see you, man. Have you picked up any X-Men books lately? I just finished the whole John Byrne Fantastic Four run. Cool. I read some of that. See, Cody, funny you should ask. My CGC X-Men Keys video drops tomorrow. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. I haven't been. I don't get notifications for shorts, and I haven't been looking for shorts lately. So I haven't watched a lot of you guys' shorts. I catch them when I can. I do a lot, and the shorts haven't really been doing as well lately as they normally do. So I've kind of focused towards our long form videos. Coke Zero Twinsies, Logan. Yes, I like Coke Zero. I like Dr. Pepper Zero. Nice. We'll check out that for sure. Cool. He's rooked us into his G.I. Joe visits. Yep. Has blood in it already, man. Not sponsoring the site, just a leak. Jetpack Comics. Cool. Thank you, Phil. Welcome to Drop Links. And then Luke, L. Georges, how you doing? You were silent, but just want to say it is beautiful to see you guys have fun, enjoying the moment all together. Awesome vibes in this community. I agree. And that's what I really love about afterwards. And I think I'm going to incorporate that into our Friday show. After we do our topic takes, I think we're just going to chat for a bit. Because that everybody seems to love to do that at the end of a show. And I'm enjoying that. And let's see. Blood, tears, factory workers. It's funny, my circle has shrunk due to personalities, etc. It's too bad there has to be friction, but every community has it. This is true. And I think our community has it a lot less than a lot of the others because most of us are here just to enjoy one another's company and not worry about all that other crap. And that's our community is the best community. And when I say our community, I mean all of us together. Let's see, Dr. Pepper Zero is sold out everywhere here. Yes, we're having a hard time getting it. They were saying hi to L. Georges. Jim Cody, good to see you. D&D Music Bro. Yep. Hey, Georges. Love the Dr. Pepper, but don't generally buy soda. I have tried to drink other stuff, but I also need caffeine. So I catch up with you guys here. I am about 3/4 done with my Claremont X-Men run. That's cool. Hey, nice to see you, bud. People are people, Sith. We can always ask, what the fuck? Yes, that's part of the problem is we don't ask and talk to each other. And, and a lot of times I'll just let it go. I'll be like, yeah, whatever. They're doing their thing. I'm doing my thing, and it's cool. Hopefully no Hulk blood. That's poisonous. Yeah. 94 to 300. Plus some before and after. I used to have a lot more in my previous collection. Bird of Claremont, my favorite, yes. And if you have not seen the X-Men on Disney Plus, the X-Men 97, I know, Sith, you're watching the old ones to get to it. It is well worth it. They've done a great job. Let me see. I might skip over some of these say hi's. I'm happy because they have plenty of the flavor Dr. Pepper Zeros. Lately, people have decided to air out their grievances on stream or live chats instead of DM discussions. So I have better things to do than hang out in those environments. Me too, bud. Me too. Drink OJ. Yep, I drink OJ too. That helps me with potassium. They just released Dr. Pepper Coconut, which was actually pretty good. Let's see. I quit the soda about 10 years ago. Good for you, man. Don't go back. It is really hard to get off this stuff. It's not really very good for you. Let me see. Saw that. Is it good? Yeah, we tried it, man, and for me, I actually started liking it. It took a bit because I was like, whoa, this is a little different, but it is good, at least for me. People are people, so why should it be? You and I should get along so awfully. Yeah, a great song, and thanks for the quote. Just discovered there's a Fallout theme MTG release. I've had to leave my LCS immediately before my wallet fell into a black hole. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The TV series of Fallout on Amazon Prime was incredible. So check that out, too, if you haven't. For those who support me, but my drama people in the chat, I catch the replays. Yeah. I like to do live streams with people or talk to them, and I've been missing a lot of those lately just because I've been worn down. It is fantastic. I agree, Cody. There's a lot for me going on right now, and I'm not in the best of health, but I soldier on, and most of the time I can do it. So I have spread myself a little thin here, I think, and so that's kind of why I'm going to do away with the Thursday thing. So it's nice that we're just sitting here doing a chill stream after checking out White Plume Mountain. Great module. Hope you guys enjoyed my ramblings about it's my take on White Plume Mountain. I don't really do reviews per se. I just like to look at things and talk about them and give my opinion. Let's see. Coconut is one of the few foods you don't like, Brad. I don't like it by itself, but I love it in pina colada. I actually like it in the Coke. But like I said, it took a minute for me to go, wait a minute. I had to drink a couple of them to see whether I liked it or not, but it's definitely a different flavor. Yeah, banana's good. That'd be an interesting Coca-Cola flavor, Phil. But yeah, banana is good. Way to put it. Let's see. You have to go now. That's cool, gamer, because we're just kind of chilling and chatting now. So you have a good night. Thanks for joining us, bud. Let's see. Ray says, Cody, that's what I was thinking, but also that on YouTube as in real life. Yeah. How does one not like coconut? I mean, it's bland to me. I'm not sure banana soda would be good, but I'd try it. I love banana icy. If you haven't tried that, that's pretty awesome at 7-Eleven. Logan, Tiger, Sith, Phil, Regini, hey, Perch. Looking at the quote, this is kind of how out of it I am getting to be right now. The occasion's finally kicking in. Well, more probably I like black licorice too, I bet. I love black licorice, and I know a lot of people don't, but I do. Everybody saying night to cool gamer. Go Oilers. Hello, David, guitar off the cuff. I like how a lot of you are coming in as I'm done here. He's not talking about that stuff anymore. Now we're just gonna have a chill stream and chat. That's cool. Coke tastes like black licorice to me. Yuck. That's why she don't like it. That's probably why I like it. I don't know, man. My father-in-law doesn't like the texture of coconut, but and he's a friggin' jerk anyway. You know, I don't like the texture of it. That's what it is. So I get that, even if he's a jerk. Let's see. I know Perch is live right now, so you guys can check that out too. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people went live tonight. Let's see. We're saying how to Perch. Hurricane still their epic fail. Yeah. Let's see. That's cool. Wellbore. We'll forgive the coconut thing then. We're saying saying hi to David. Guitar off the cuff. And Perch. That's weird, Tiger. Let's see. Hang out and chat as long as people want to watch. Yep. Okay. We can do that. Might not have much to say, but you know, it's good to see everybody and talk with you. I know my buddy Bear has been having some difficult times lately, and I haven't given him as much support as I normally do. So I kind of want to shift focus a little bit on that and actually give him some more support right now. He's taking a step back too. So you don't like Coke flavored anything? I love Coke icy. Black licorice jelly beans, but not chewy strands. Oh yeah, I like both. Let's see. Hey, Mr. Connie, how you doing? Checking out our videos a lot lately, and I appreciate it, sir. Or ma'am. I always say, sir, when I first meet somebody. So prop 2 Joe take. I could. Let's see. How dare you diss the OG black licorice? Like, yeah, I love black licorice. I love Nibs more than Twizzlers. I have to agree with that. Cody, did you ever hear a Perfect Circle cover that song? See, Twizzlers taste like plastic to me. They kind of do. I like them still. Of course, I like anything that's kind of sweet. Nibs. Okay, so Seth requested a Joe take. I think I might be able to accommodate. Let's see what we got here. We're still rocking it. Let me go to my playlist, and I will find a Joe take. You know what? How about we do this? How about I put on Joe ticks for spine ticks? All right, let me see if I can share my screen here and start this video. And I will shut this other music off so it doesn't interfere. We're just sitting here chatting anyway, so this is lots of fun. Let me see. Share screen. YouTube. Here we go. Share that. And we'll hit the play button. That is Joe Ticks. That's right, Joe Ticks. Go. Joe Ticks. That's some silly crap that I put together when we first met, and
Joe Ticks.
It's come quite a long way, and
here we go again. Lollygagging and picture taking.
Just say the line already.
Just on while we chat.
Joe Ticks. Joe Ticks. I know you're there, Gung-Ho. Go ahead and say your line. Joe Ticks already.
Joe ticks.
Trouble
Yo,
Bubble.
Joe Ticks.
Go.
That's Joe Ticks. I mean, Joe Takes on From the Hilt.
Yeah,
Leave it out.
I think that was the first time I actually was in front of the camera, other than Fridays from the Hill. Oh, Geek.
Joe takes.
Did you just say Joe takes?
Yeah, he did. He did. That's another blooper.
Joe takes. Joe tits.
Did you say that on purpose?
Joe tits.
Joe Ticks.
Sega.
Yeah, we got a little fool.
Joe ticks.
Joe Ticks. Joe Ticks. Oh shit, sorry.
Joe ticks.
Joe Ticks. Joe Ticks. Joe Ticks.
Joe ticks.
Let's just show you the progression of how we
Joe
add it
Ticks.
to it every month.
Joe ticks. I can't remember this dude's name.
Oh, you forgot my name? That's rough.
Joe's the tips, yes.
Joe ticks.
Joe Ticks.
Here we got it right.
Joe Ticks.
Joe ticks. Joe ticks.
Joe ticks.
Yeah, we put a lot more into it now, that's for sure.
Joe ticks.
Well, we did buy a camera to get it worked out.
That was even better than the last one.
We mostly use
That's because I'm directing it.
Tiger's tablet to film stuff now.
Timber, you
It works really good.
Hey guys, you're a bit flat.
Saturdays are for Joe Ticks on From the Hill. And Joe Ticks on Spine Ticks.
Never got off the grass. Doing some beds and glow stick wars at fish concerts.
Oh, what is going on, Destro, with this spine tick stuff? Joe's saying Joe ticks?
It's quite simple, Commander. We just have all the troops say Cobra Ticks instead of Joe Ticks.
Cobra ticks? I like it. Everyone will say Cobra ticks. Meredith, make them do it.
You heard the commander. You all say Cobra ticks.
That'd be funny if it was true, huh, Phil?
Cobra ticks?
Yeah, some of their voices are pretty good, others not so much.
Cobra ticks. Cobra ticks.
Hey, Fog, how you doing? Welcome. Just kind of chilling and watching some stuff down there. I'm done looking at White Plume Mountain, which is the beginning. Check that out in the replay. Thank you, Luke.
Cobra ticks. You know the line.
Cobra Ticks.
Cobra ticks.
There's only one thing left to say now. Dreadnought ticks! You numbskull! It's Cobra ticks!
Kind of waiting for
Commander! The
Court
great
figure.
snake rules forever!
At least
Do it,
someone
brother.
has some loyalty.
yeah, Giant Parrot, which represents Polly, has loyalty to Cobra Commander. That's funny. Zip drives, yes, I remember zip drives. Oh, I used to have one. I never really used it that much. Flash drives changed things up dramatically. Yeah, I wasn't sure what we were going to do with Joe Ticks. It was just some fun stuff. We were sending spine ticks for Saturdays.
Hello, ladies. Okay, maybe the dudes too. My name is Craig. My hobbies are playing guitar and going for strolls on a moonlit beach. I'm the Joe's machine gunner because I have a lot of stamina. If you know what I mean. And that's why they call me rock and roll. That's my bit. Now for the business at hand. Watch Joe Takes On from the Hilt after Fridays, but Saturday nights are for spine ticks.
Yeah, I would, man.
Yo, Joe.
Ollie working for Cobra would be a plot.
Ticks.
Okay, maybe the dudes too. Yes, I thought that was fun. That's why that was the whole reason I wanted to do that vid was okay, maybe the dudes too. Those machine gun later. Like I said, I'll show you progression, and we've got a new one of these doing this Saturday on Sunday. Joe takes 5. And then I'm going to be doing some of these Brothers in Arms more, but I started with this one, and when I realized our new weight camera wasn't very good. So, this was not as picture quality is not as good. They are. Yeah. Try to pick some of those up too. Yeah, I got the first 12. Yeah, it's 13. It's mostly expensive on the wheel. So I haven't continued my deal on that. 11 Labs is good. Charity Driven Art Kate, she uses 11 Labs. She's recommended it to me. Yeah. 11 Labs. Check that out. On the website. I have one that just does technical speech. Clipchamp has a decent one too. And I found it's even better than what I was using. We got the Mac game on Monday, so that should be a lot of fun. This will be in that. All right, Ray, you take it easy and have a good night, sir. We're just chilling now anyway. We'll see you tomorrow night, bud. I hope all the animals get mind controlled by frequency only they can hear. That was a great episode of that show. Hey, later, Redeem. Hi, bud. Yeah.
Hello, blokes, and yeah,
Cobra's countered.
even the ladies too. I'm Zorana. I like riding motorcycles and eating in fancy restaurants disguised as Marilyn Monroe. I'm supposed to say a bunch of sexy stuff here, but I really don't care. The important bit is Cobra ticks. But we all know what this really is. Dreadnought ticks.
Zorana, that is not your name!
Oh. Sorry, Governor. I'll try again. Dreadnought ticks.
That's what I get for trusting a dreadnought.
You're welcome, Paul. That's for sure. Overtime freak machine, yeah, the one that took over the animals. That's right, a tiger rug. Yeah, like I said, for the Dreadnought Ticks, what do we want to do? Wait to get my torch figure so we can have at least 3 original Dreadnoughts. It's Arcade, it's Arana. That'd be fun. We're starting to come out with more Dreadnoughts for the Classified series, so it should be fun. Like I said, the progression of this guy from here on is pretty different. Yeah, I go up their game here. Definitely appreciate that, sir.
call me Lady J. Cobra ops my pay. This has to be not taken lightly. What kind of mission is this? My orders I can't dismiss. It makes me wonder if this is all a blunder.
Sweet. That would be so cool, dude. You heard it, dude.
To humiliate, joining in, slide that shakes, just making the joke takes.
Night, Luke. Take it easy, bud.
Yes, I said joke ticks. I see why you passed the buck.
We'll see you next
Scarlet, you
time.
suck. Hey, Cobra Commander. Stupid.
I wish, David. That sounds good. I'm sorry.
Operation.
That's deep. That's deep.
Simple task
That's
to
awesome.
humiliate, joining in, spine that shakes, just making the joke takes.
Space Expedition would be something to watch, yes. Oh, it's weird.
Seriously, Hawk?
What?
You need
Oh,
a
we're
hobby.
watching stuff in chat. That's Red
I
the
went
back.
to Trinity College
Say hi if you want to.
in Dublin.
What are you making
You
sure?
don't deserve this.
Lasagna, we're going here in a bit. That's probably what I'll sign off when we actually.
Infuriate, simple task
That's
to
so wild.
humiliate, joining in, spine that shakes, just making the joke takes.
It's actually the only live I've played this on. It's been on Spike Stick, but it's on our channel, but it's the only live I've had this on.
Seriously, Hawk? You need a hobby. I went to Trinity College in Dublin.
Because I'm not paying attention. I know you're doing so.
Scarlet, I'll get you for this.
David is well doing it tomorrow night. Doing weather report. Get back is Monday, so he got it. I like the little beat of this song.
Cut home. Oh, sorry, Chief. I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, Gun Ho likes to do cameos in all our show ticks. Ag is this Monday, yep. Y'all's the best. I'm gonna go. Have a good night. Night, man. Take it easy. I'm glad you came by. That's awesome. Thank you. The nights are fluffy, yes. Of course, you know, Cobra had to have their response to this, so that's what's up next, and that's where we're at until tomorrow night. Because otherwise, I'll be playing the next one.
It's all
Play
coming
with,
together now.
I'm gonna do that.
Hey, Destro.
I brought you some important information, Cobra Commander.
Don't bother me, Destro. I'm about ready to film my new Cobra Ticks video. This venture with Spine Ticks is really paying off.
That's cool,
Is
Brad.
really? I didn't even think anyone cared, Commander.
Silence, Destro!
But Commander, this information I have brought you is very important. You need to listen to this.
Very well, if it'll shut you up.
Listen to Joe's latest effort with the Spine Ticks nonsense.
Very well, Destro. I'll listen to it. Now, go away!
Hey, no,
What
how you
is
doing?
this
I'm coming.
poppycock?
Cobra
Going
Commander.
right now.
Stupid.
Probably gonna sign off.
Seriously, Hawk? You need a hobby.
Hawk does need a hug. Wait, did she say I was stupid? Destro? Oh, there it is!
Yes, Cobra Commander?
It's our Cobra Ticks video.
What about it, sir?
We need to film it now.
We are already in production, Commander.
Excellent. Do it now.
Very well, Commander.
They think that they're so clever.
Thank
Hate
you,
to
Corey.
tell you this, but it's all for show. Cobra will rule the world forever. Operation G.I. Joe humiliate. We'll never do things to the letter. Within the ranks, we'll insinuate.
Hallelujah.
Politics are so much better. All hail Destro and the Baroness. That's not the line, Rainbow. Giving you the latest. I'll see what I want, bag of trash. We wear black and pink, leather like the Pythoness. Cobra Commander is the greatest. Seriously, Hawk, you do need a hobby. Lady J's Cobra Commander may sing. That still means Cobra Commander stupid.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe sucks.
Yeah, they do. Wait, what? Oh, of course I'm a genius. I'm not sure if I was just insulted. It sounds good, so let's keep going.
Operation G.I. Joe humiliate.
I had a lot of fun
We'll
making this
never
one.
do things to the letter. Within the ranks we'll insinuate. Politics are so much better. Cobra, time to rule the world. G.I. Joe, oh, Cobra Gamma will be unfurled. Operation G.I. Joe humiliate. We'll never do things to the letter. Within the ranks we'll insinuate. Politics are so much better. Cobra.
Yeah, pretty much. We're going to make a fortune on our mind. No, I pretty much got on every female figure I have. Definitely congrats, son. Wear around your neck like a flame of flame.
But if I don't give you a reason, you're pathetic. I'll wait, there's one more verse. Yes, we'll settle this after deal. You've been wrong, Operation G.I. Joe humiliate. We'll never do things to the letter. Within the ranks we'll insinuate. Politics are so much better. Cobra.
You two bickering nitwits, this is not what I wanted! Ah!
And on that note, I will go over here and stop this. Yeah. All right. So I think we're played out. I would put on a Joe Tank Sith, but those are like at least 15 to 20 minutes. I mean, I could put one on, but I'm going to be doing that a couple weeks on Joe Takes Classics, so I'll save it for that.
Because they can see the TV.
Yeah, that's okay. Collect them on side channels now. Have a good idea how to optimize better after doing this with close focus the past few weeks. That's cool. Get out. You guys are still live. Yes, Per, we are. How you doing? It's good to see you, my gaming buddy on GM Cody. Good to see you, bud. Plays Gander on GM Cody. It's an awesome character, awesome role playing. Hello, fellow gamers. It's definitely good to see you, Per. Per's just about everywhere, though. We like to see Per. Yeah, like I said, Joe Takes Classics. The next one is coming up on the 23rd. So next week, next Thursday. So I'll be doing that next Thursday. Just playing some Joe Takes Classics, and then that'll be the last one, and then I'll move that to a Saturday. Let's see. Per says, great to see you, man. I'll have to rewatch this. I ran White Plume Mountain to great effect. Me too, dude. I love running this adventure, and I love playing it. I only got to play it once as a player, but I've run it several times as a game master. And it is definitely worth it. Let's see. Have a like. I'm already subscribed, of course. Most everybody here is already subscribing. And we're getting pretty close to 600, so that's pretty cool. And I definitely appreciate all of you. But I think I'm gonna sign it off here tonight. I'm getting tired, and we're about to do dinner here pretty soon. So I thank you all for being here, and maybe I'll leave you with a music video. How's that sound? Because I can't get enough of those, right? Like you guys can't get enough of that. That's not what I want. Cancel that. I want to set a video file, and I'll Give you some of our new music here. Let's see. Appropriately, let's play this a little bit of heavy metal for you guys tonight. On that note, we'll see you guys later. Thanks.
In the land of pain, can turn a tale, we shall spin of a battle fierce and a war to begin. Innocents rising with iron in their hearts, marching forth to free their sacred parts. With swords